Hi guys, welcome back. We are doing another mat bar routine today, and this one is going to be focusing on the back body. So thinking glutes, a little bit of the outer thighs and glutes as well. So getting into those corners, a little bit of lower back, and even a little bit of the upper back too. So you will need a small Pilates ball for this workout. Grab that, roll out your mat, and let's do it. All right, we are back on the floor, which means it is mat bar o'clock. So welcome back, you guys. If you are new here, my name is Sarah. I do lots of Pilates and bar workouts. We do some mat bar. We mix in some cardio sometimes. So if those are things that you enjoy seeing, I would love it if you would come around again. So go down below, hit that subscribe button. We are here twice per week. I've got my 3 beautiful cats. They come and go. They love to say hello. They love to get involved in the workout. So if you want to see more of them, you know what to do. Pop down, hit subscribe. All right. Other than that, we are ready to get started on this one. So you will need a ball. If you don't have a ball, I'm trying to think. You could do it, I guess, without, but just grab like a little cushion or something. I'm sure you have something that you can use for this one. So we're gonna come down, facing down toward the floor here. I want you to bring the ball behind your left knee. So behind the left knee, and then you're gonna come to the right elbow. So we have right elbow, left palm. We're gonna open that left knee like this, so it's in a little attitude, and we're gonna be lifting to the back. So a couple little notes before we get cracking on this one. It's not a lift to the side like this. It is a lift fully back and up, but with the knee turned out. So these knees, they're not friends. You're never gonna bring the knees back together. We're always at this little like number 4 angle, and the weight is gonna be pretty much on the right side for now. So in theory, you could pick up that left hand at any point and be nice and supported here on the right side. That's what's happening. We're doing a full minute here. Got my timer in 3, 2, 1. Got my timer to keep me on course, because sometimes I like to just run over a little bit, do a little extra, just for fun. So abs tight here as well. And like I said, just keep that kneecap on the left leg pointing out to the side. If you wanted an extra challenge, you could do this with that left hand lifted. I say that now when I've got my right side supporting. That could change. So make sure you're also keeping neck in line with the torso here. We're over halfway. We're off to a strong start, off to the races. Feeling both glutes. So yeah, the supporting definitely does quite a bit with this one as well, but we're giving that ball tight squeeze, working that too. Go for 2 more here, and then we're gonna keep it up. Keep it all the way up, open that kneecap, flex the foot, you're squeezing the ball. So it's a squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Don't go too fast with them, because what happens sometimes when it's a bit fast is it just starts like kind of bouncing around without any real control. So I want you to keep it controlled. This one is a good checkpoint, just in case you haven't tried it yet, picking up the left hand, because often, again, it'll turn like this with hips down. So what I want is hips stacked, fully open to the side here. So if you had a mirror in front of you right now, you would fully be able to see both hips. Nothing turned down toward the floor. That's what we want. Keep squeezing, keep pulling navel in tight to the spine. This is actually one of my favorite series. We haven't done it in a hot minute. So if you've been following my workouts, it's been a while since we've seen this one, maybe over a year. What? That's kind of crazy. Keep it tight here, and you're gonna pulse. So you can flex or point the toes, little tiny lifts though. Squeeze, so squeezing both glutes nice and tight. Again, check that you're not turned down here. So that left knee and ankle should actually be on the same level. And ideally, you should be able to push it back a little bit so you're flat across the front of that hip. As always, I have my usual excuse. I've got this wall behind me, so I keep hitting the wall. The usual. But yeah, you would want to push that back a little bit more. Keep going with these little tiny pulses here. We've got one more thing on this side after this one, and then we'll switch sides. Do this song and dance again. Few more seconds here. Here's 3, 2, 1. All right, bring it down for a second here. Take the ball out. Ball now is gonna come underneath the left hand, destabilizing a little bit. We open up. We're gonna lift, extend, bring it back in. So if you haven't experimented with picking the left hand up, this is kind of an in-between where it's going to destabilize it, force the core to work a little bit harder, but it's not the full whammy of like the hand being fully lifted. But good little trick. Keep those hips open. So on that leg extension, it's the outer thigh that is up to the ceiling, not the back of the leg. Really takes time to get that angle because it is a weird one for the hips, particularly that supporting side. But we're building the strength and the flexibility at the same time, which is really the ideal scenario. Do one more here. Lift, extend, and bring it in. There we go. As promised, we are finished with that side. That is it on that side. Okay, so we're gonna flip it around here, bring my trusty timer with me, and everything now happens on the second side. So ball is gonna come behind the right knee, squeeze it nice and tight. We come to the left elbow, so left elbow, right hand, and those are in line here. Turn out the right knee, full lift to start in 3, 2, 1. So lift, bring it down, and lift, bring it down. I can already tell this side's gonna be a little bit harder for me because I am right dominant, and it's actually the supporting side that is somewhat more important, because if you don't have a really strong support here, it makes it hard for that active side to do what it needs to do. And I can feel that I am just a little bit weaker supporting on the left, but that's okay. We're gonna go with it. The show must go on. So take a moment here, notice again, knee and ankle of that right leg should be on the same level as they lift. We're not leading with the foot. So generally, if a hypercorrection needs to happen, it's usually more thinking kneecap up toward the ceiling. One more here, we're gonna keep it up, flex that right foot, squeeze in on that ball. And again, you have that opportunity to pick up the right hand here. See if you can keep that stability, navel pulling in tight. It's a little harder on this side, so you can bring it down. For balance, yes, good to have the right hand down, but basically what I'm trying to show you with that is that you don't want to be shifting over to the right. So we want the weight to be pushing over to the left side on this one. Still pulling up from the navel though, pulling up from the hips. But we don't want to be collapsing back down into just a regular old quadruped position, say. Because the fun of this one is that we're really getting the outside of the glute, which doesn't typically get as much time to play as like the center of the glute in most of our workouts, and especially in our daily life. We don't do a lot with it. Few more seconds here. And last one, again, flex or point, and we're just gonna do little tiny lifts and lift. So hopefully staying flat at the front of the right hip here. Again, I'm doing my best here with this wall behind me. Squeezing both glutes. Now we're feeling it. I feel like here in the 7th minute of all this is when my glutes are like, okay, are we done? Nope, we're not. We've still got about a minute and a half. So stay strong here. We do get to lie down after this one, so there's a fun treat on the other end of this. Keep going. Squeeze that supporting glute. I know it's hard, but you gotta do it. It might be feeling a little crampy. That's not a real cramp. It's just not. Release. All right, take the ball out. Ball is gonna come here underneath the right hand. Turn right knee out again. We lift Extend, outer thigh to the ceiling. Controlled release, keeping abs tight, getting a bit of the obliques with this one as well, supporting it all. Tell you what, it is one of my favorite series because it just gets the job done. It gets it done. You feel what's happening. You feel satisfied when it's over. There's no messing about with it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Loving it. Not too much more here. Make sure you're still lifting up from the middle, so you don't want to be collapsing into that left shoulder here. One more here. Lift, extend. Bring it in. And release. Huzzah. Oh my God, that was easy. All right, as promised though, we're gonna flip around and we get to lie down. We're still using that ball though, so don't get too excited here. So ball is gonna start off here underneath the left foot. Boop, there we go. And again, it's just gonna serve to destabilize everything. So we're gonna be lifting up to a bridge here, like so. You'll notice, whoa, that ball's all over the place. It's real wobbly, which means most of the weight, most of the work is gonna be on the right side for now. So again, it's a way of kind of like playing at a single leg bridge lift without going all the way. Good little teaser. So hands by the side, we're gonna do 10 lifts, 20 pulses. So exhale, lift, inhale, release, full squeeze of the glutes. Exhale, lift, inhale, release. So you're flat across the fronts of the hips. Good little stabilization work here. It's so wiggly. Here's 4. One more, you're gonna stay up at the top, and here are 20 pulses. So, little release, squeeze. Some ways these are easier because there's less movement. So easier to keep it controlled. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, release. All right. Just go ahead and roll that ball over. We're gonna do the same thing on the right side. So get in position, 10 lifts. Here we go. Exhale, lift, inhale, release. Big squeeze of that left glute each time. Drive it all the way up. Here's 4. On this next one, we stay up and we get busy pulsing. Here we go. Full lift each time. Go left glute, go. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, release. All right, grab that ball. Whoop, pass ball to self. Ball now is gonna come between the inner thighs. So important, the placement with this one. You don't want it all the way at the knees, useless. You also don't want it like all the way up at the top, again, useless. So take a look here, go about halfway. So we want halfway between the knees and the hips. That's kind of the ideal spot. So inner thighs can get a nice strong grip on it. We're gonna lift all the way up. Now we're doing 50 pulses up here, but both feet are down, so it's fine. Here we go for 50. Tight squeeze the ball. And we can just kind of meditate here. Squeezing butt super, super tight. So meditative, yes. Almost there. Each squeeze a little tighter than the one before, because why not? Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up. Now we're going to squeeze on the ball. So squeeze, squeeze. Again, lucky number is 50. It's a good number. It's a good, strong number. So basically, no muscle in the lower body is going to escape. Keep squeezing here. And just a reminder, while I've got you guys hostage here, I do personal training, and that happens virtually as well. So if you guys are like, well, I enjoy these videos and stuff, but it would be cool to do it in real time, see the cats, get personalized routines, lots of feedback, obviously, then, you know, drop me a line. You can access my website. That's probably the best way to contact me. That'll all be linked down below in the description box. So I am taking on probably a couple more new clients right now for autumn. Fun stuff. And yeah, I do that in person in Madrid. So if you are in Madrid, yay! If not, I also do it virtually from Madrid. Things to consider. A few more here. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good news is we are done with the ball. We are officially done with the ball. So I'm just even gonna throw that out of the way. It's probably gonna roll. No, it's not gonna roll back to me. What a surprise. All right, we're gonna flip over and come face down. Like I said, we're doing every angle here. So face down, relax the upper body. You can stack the hands. You can rest the forehead. You can rest the chin, whatever you want to do there. We're going to be doing a single leg pulse here. So I want you to press into the top of the right foot. So the right knee lifts a little bit off the floor. Left leg, we're going to lift, lock that knee super straight. So motion is from the hip, not the knee, not the ankle. And we're going to pulse it there in 3, 2, 1. We got a full minute pulsing here. So all I want you to think about right now, other than keeping that right leg extended and kneecap lifted off the floor, is just squeezing, engaging this left glute. We are finding it here. So this is a really good series if the glutes are a little bit unresponsive, which, to be fair, a lot of people's are. A lot of people's are, because the glutes are just one of those muscle groups that unfortunately tend to be quite lazy, especially if you are sitting at a desk all day. So this one's really good because all we're doing is just zeroing in directly on the glutes. That's the game we're playing. So they're kind of forced to respond in this one, which is great because they will build the strength here. If you are more advanced here, you could put an ankle weight on that. That would be an option. Only a few more seconds here. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that left leg lifted, flex the foot. We're gonna curl heel to butt. Exhale, extend. And the way I like to think of these, and I often remind you guys, is that every time you curl in, you should be popping a balloon on your butt. So it's not just a weak little semi-curl, it's the full deal. I want you to really press heel toward butt, pop that balloon, and then equally give attention to that extension. So full extension, if the toes touch the floor on that extension, that's fine. It'll get a little bit higher over time as the glutes become stronger. Hip bones, of course, are staying in contact with the floor. Check in with that right leg supporting. That kneecap should still be lifted off of the floor. Keep it going. It's a whole big glute extravaganza today. But we're down on the mat the whole time, so it's not actually that bad. Last one there. Release. Give the legs a little shake out here, and we'll do that same thing on the right side. So push down into the top of the left foot. You'll be able to get a little better idea on this side. What I mean when that knee lifts up, right leg we lift, lock the knee straight, and pulse. So little tiny squeezes of that right glute. Got cat hair in my eye. What else is new? And if you guys want to see more of the cats, there are 2 places you can go to see them. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm at F2D Fitness. Again, information will be down below. The cats make frequent appearances. That's just how they are, which is great, honestly. And then also, they have their very own Instagram, which is like needlessly complicated. It's Luna_Leo_Layla. I'll pop that down there as well. You can see all the fun antics they get up to. Nothing right now. This is a first. This is so weird. I don't know why everybody's just asleep right now. Usually they're not. Do one more here. Flex the foot, curl, pop that balloon, and extend. Curl, pop the balloon, extend. Upper body is staying relaxed. Again, hip bones stay down. I wish they were this calm at night. That would be really cool. No, usually they are. Usually they sleep during the night, but we've had a few kind of just weird, wild nights with them recently. It was recently a new moon as I'm filming this, and they act a little bananas around a new moon, so that might have been part of it. Also, for those of you who are astrologically inclined, the new moon was in Libra. The sun is also currently in Libra. One more here. Release, shake out the legs. And basically, the weekend when it was sun and moon in Libra, we could not make a decision to save our lives. Like, we could make no decisions. It was insanity. So, Libra. All right, both legs here now. We're gonna lift, we're gonna keep them straight, and we're gonna do heel taps. And by heel taps, I actually mean squeeze from the inner thigh. So we're doing 20 of these, keep them lifted. We squeeze and open. Getting a bit of inner and outer thighs again as well. So yeah, that is one of the characteristics of Libra. They do tend to be a bit indecisive. I feel that a bit because my rising sign is in Libra, so I sometimes experience the difficulty of making decisions. But last weekend, it was just like things that didn't even matter, like what are we gonna have for dinner? What should we watch on TV tonight? Like things that didn't matter, and we could not make a decision to save our lives. Five more here. Whew, it's getting shaky. Do not bend the knees though, whatever you do. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Release. Final thing in this prone position, we're gonna curl everything. So exactly like you did before, except both legs. And again, we're gonna go for 20 of these. So lift up, flex the feet, we curl, heels can meet, pop 2 balloons, extend, curl, extend. So imagine you're moving through honey, create that resistance here. So yeah, there's another little bonus if you want to do personal training with me. I can tell you all about your birth chart. I actually know quite a bit. I know more than I'm letting on right now, I feel like. No, I've done my full birth chart. I've done actually the full birth charts of most of like close friends and stuff. So yes, I am pretty well practiced at it. If I knew the exact time of our cats' births, I would do their full birth charts. Tragically, I don't, so I can't get their rising signs, but I can do everything else. So I do at least know their sun and moon. I've looked up the rest of the planets before. One more here, don't remember offhand. And release, hands underneath shoulders. Woo! Those are the ones that really kill me. Take a child's pose. I swear, out of all of the things, out of pretty much any exercise, those like without fail, kill me the most. All right, final little push here. We're gonna flip around. This is it, final push, final push. All right, still working the back body though. So hands underneath shoulders here. You can kind of experiment with what angle you want to do the hands at. If it's fingertips forward, out to the side. You could do back. I find that a little bit intense for the wrists. I kind of do just a diagonal off to the side. You're gonna pick up left leg, right? I'll show you one of these. So we're gonna lift the butt, push out, bring it back down. 10 of those per side. We're gonna hold on to the last one, and then we'll have one more thing we have to do, and then we're gonna stretch it out. So left leg lifted, here we go. Push through the right heel, we push, extend, tuck in. These actually aren't that bad. So lifting with the butt. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, lift the butt higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. I kind of cheated. I started to pull it down before I actually said 1, which is something I yell at other people about. I did it. All right, so right leg lifted, same thing here. We push, bring it in. It's just 10. Here's 4, 3, 2, get ready to hold on to the last one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Gave it the proper attention that time. Final thing here, give the wrists a quick shake out. We're gonna do fingertips forward, directly underneath the shoulders. I want you to scoop everything up, so you're gonna start from up here, squeezing the butt, so we're all level like a table. Roll back to the heels, draw butt between the arms, lift back up. 10 of these, let's do it. So slide it back. If the butt doesn't wanna go fully between the arms just yet, don't worry about it, just do your best, but do not rest it down. So keep it lifted, go as far back as you can. Here's 4, last one, and you're either gonna hold it right here or extend out, full deal here, reverse plank, and we're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. There we go. All right, just keep legs extended out long there. Shake them out. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, getting the backs of the legs. Can also be a nice stretch for the lower back. And we'll also just take a single leg at a time here. So go ahead, bend the left knee, pull that left foot into the inside right leg, reach forward toward the right toes. Ooh, my feet are cold. It's a magical, wonderful moment right now because in the mornings in Madrid, it's finally autumn. It's not gonna stay that way. It's gonna get really hot and be summer again, like in the next week, and I'm not happy about that. But for right now, it's autumn, briefly. Go ahead, switch sides. I used to hate feeling cold, and now I'm at a new stage in my life where like when I'm out in the morning and I feel cold, I'm like, this is the actual preferred. Like, I can't deal with like being hot all the time. It's just so hot. I've been complaining about this for a long time. It's so hot in Madrid. Soles of feet together, knees open. It's been like the longest, hottest summer of my life because summer basically started in May. So May, June, July, August, September. We've had like 5 months already of summer. It's gonna be extending into October. It's like half a year of summer. That's too much. It's too much. I don't want it anymore. Return to sender. Flip around here onto the hands and knees. Step right foot to the outside right hand. So yeah, let me know if you also live in a climate that's very summer heavy. How do you do it? How do you deal? Like, are you upset by it like I am? Was there a time when you really loved it? Because there was a time when I really loved this, and now I just can't. I just can't anymore. Step back, other side. Oh, little kitten sneezes in the background. I don't know if you hear those. Little Luna sneezes. Luna gets some allergies at this time of year. Ragweed. It's ragweed season, everybody. Good luck out there. Step back, and then let's just split the knees wide here, toes together. Push all the way back into a delightful child's pose. You can have a little wiggle here, side to side. And melt the chest down. Walk hands back in toward the knees here. Go ahead, sit up. We made it through. That was a whole lot for the back body, I'm not gonna lie. And we were just here on the mat the whole time, just like magic. So if you guys enjoy these mat bar routines, and I know you do, give it a like down below, just you know, to stroke my ego a little bit. And while you're there, if you haven't hit subscribe, bam, do that too. Special requests, down below in the comments, you can say hello to the cats there as well, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.